So first is if it's possible, if it's convenient, please do keep your videos on so that it is more interactive all through the session. Thank you very much. So just let's remind us why we conduct these meetings. What is the purpose of BGSM? The idea behind BGSM is, can we challenge each other, regularly to aim to grow our businesses 10x every year. What happens is when we are business owners and leaders, we don't get challenged by anyone. We have to set our own goals, but we are trying to create a community where we discuss on business growth principles and how to help each other and keep reminding that we need to keep growing our business. That is the reason why we do this. And we focus mainly on businesses who are in Pathfinder stage of their business. Now, Pathfinder is basically a stage where you have already completed your initial phases. You've already set us, thought of a business. You've started a business. You've tried at least for 1 or 2 years, and you know how to do business, but you're looking at what path to take for growth. How do I grow from here? How do I make it bigger? So that's the area of business. These topics that we cover, is actually helpful for that stage of business. If you're in any other stage of business, please, just chat with me. I'll probably tell a few other things, but this is basically meant for Pathfinder stage. And how did it all start? BGSM around 5 years back. A couple of my friends together, we three of us, we went on a trek and we started asking each other questions on business, various problems that we had about our businesses. We spent about 2-3 hours, and we actually by the end of the trek, we really got a lot of inputs on how to work on our business, how to implement them in our business, and how to grow. So that is how it all started. Few friends getting together, discussing about business growth and helping us ourselves to grow. And it's been continuing. We had a break for some time, but restarted now, and we keep discussing on these topics. We have a portal called bacommunity.me. You can go there and register yourself. You can list about your business, your products and services, and they can be searched by other members. So it's like a networking. It's like a mini LinkedIn portal. Okay, so where you can network with other members who are also interested in growing their business. We also have a tool called bgsm.rejola.com where you can set goals and track your goals. It's like a personal coach. Basically, a coach helps us in transforming us by setting goals. Like for example, we have Mr. Suresh, who's a coach and a mentor for different companies. So so the same way, there's a tool where you can set goals, you can track them, and you can see how to grow and all that. So today we'll be focusing on the self, the business owner and the leader itself. That is what we are focusing on. All these numbers that you see in each of these boxes are the topics that we have covered before, the number of topics that we have covered before. So today we are focusing on self. We have a WhatsApp group where you can also post and promote your business, ask questions. So if you're not part of a group where you can post, please let me know. I'll add you to that group. If you're part of a group where it's an admin only, the reason I put an admin only is because, when I share the link in social media, sometimes you have people joining in with no agenda of business growth. They come in just to post something and then it disturbs the entire community. So that's why we have a filtering group in between. So just message me, I'll add you into the other group. So today's topic is, how do you set personal development goals as a leader? The format of sharing will be 8 minutes. I will share. 8 minutes will be discussion where each one of you can share your ideas, your points. Okay. And then towards the end, we conclude. So that's going to be the format. So let's start. So what is the usual scenario with personal development goals among leaders? What happens usually? Usually leaders focus on organization. They start a business and they put their entire energy on a business. So that's how many of the leaders do. They set organization goals, but ignore personal goals completely. Okay, many leaders, I'm talking about in general, I would say majority of the leaders, they keep focusing on organization. They wake up and sleep, they think, eat, everything is about business, and they don't focus on themselves. So what is the result of not setting personal development goals? Ineffective leader, not being able to balance various zones of life, unable to succeed. Okay. And if this is so clear, why don't many leaders set personal development goals? If this is so clear that if I don't set personal development goals, it can actually affect my business itself. There's a direct correlation between them. Even if it is so clear, why don't people set personal goals? First thing is, they do not correlate business success with personal development. Many leaders, they don't say, they think that business development is different, leadership growth is different, and personal development is completely different. They have no relationship with each other. They blame business failure to various other factors and circumstances instead of improper self-development. Most of the times, businesses fail because they do not focus on themselves, the growth of that individual as a leader. So assume that nothing special is required for self and eating food is sufficient. So many leaders, they just wake up in the morning, they eat their food, go for work, come back in the night, they have food and sleep. So that's the kind of personal goals that people have. Nothing in specific, just have food at different times. Now, what are personal development goal areas? So what I have done is I have just divided personal development into three areas. Okay, and since it is a short presentation, I'm going to keep it very brief. This is a very, very elaborate presentation. It can take few hours, but I'm going to keep it brief, just covering the basics of it. Okay. So three areas of every individual to set a personal goal is spirit, soul, and body. Okay, so each one of us are made up of three parts. There is a spirit part of us, there is a soul part of us, and a body part of us. Now, when I say spirit, I really need not mean God or religion. Okay, it can be various other factors also. But for me personally, of course, it is God and religion, but it need not be that. So, for example, spirit goals can be defining a purpose of life. Many leaders, when they conduct themselves, they don't even have a purpose of why they are alive. What is the purpose of their life? Purpose of business or being a leader? Why am I even a leader? What is the purpose? What am I trying to achieve through that? Or what is the contribution that I'm trying to make to the world through that role that I'm trying to play? And if it's as small as, I want to make a lot of money, it's very narrow. It's not something that really would inspire us in a very deeper level. So define beliefs, values, and principles. This is the foundation of our peace, contentment, and joy. And in fact, I can see Mr. Suresh's background has got a Buddha with a tree. So there, he is very clearly indicating that he gives a prominence to spirit side of setting goals. So that's the crucial thing. That's actually very, very crucial. But many leaders don't focus on that. And if you take very successful leaders, they actually have these things very clearly defined, very, very clearly defined. And that's what, creates a foundation for, the next phase of growth. Soul goals can be knowledge goals like attending trainings, coaching, courses, acquiring new skills, number of books that we read, any kind of goals like that. I will read, but again, coming back to Suresh, I think you're the center of attraction today. He reads, I believe, one book every week or much more than that, I believe. Yeah. How many books do you read? And one book every week, right? Or two books every
It's very, monthly I cover about 8 to 10 books. I try to
eight
cover
to
about
10 books.
8 to 10 books. I
Yeah.
read and listen simultaneously. So I don't read every book. So I listen audio like a
Audio
target. I
also.
listen.
Yeah, and Mr. Suresh actually shares the summary of the books. So he puts a short audio and video. So it's quite good. So when we, I mean, if when we say soul goals, it is all these things. We actually set a goal for those things, and then we track them. Organization goals are there, revenue, profit, all that is there. But for personal, if we don't set these goals, we will never make progress in personal life, and thereby the business will never grow. Then coming to the physical goals. Of course, this is one area where many of us, if not spirit and soul, the physical goals usually we, at least during our New Year resolution or sometime we do set. Okay, but at least we bring it up in our thoughts. So how much of workout am I doing? Stretching, cardio, strengthening. Are we taking care of everything? How is my diet? Diet goals. Vitamins and meditation. Okay. Now vitamins is something I don't know how many of you are, consider the vitamins as one of the elements of physical maintenance and all that, and having multivitamins one per day or something. If you are not into this zone of having vitamins for better health and cognitive ability and all that, I would request you to please Google it, learn about it, ask ChatGPT, because that also contributes to personal development. Okay, holistic personal overall development, long-term development, it does contribute. Okay, so what are other areas, what are other goals that we can set? Family, friends, and personal finance. Okay, as a leader, it is extremely crucial. In fact, I remember my wife, she had made fun once a few years back when somebody came home, she said, my husband has put me on the calendar. So, that is at so and so time, he will spend time with me. So that's how I put. But what happens is many leaders don't even do that. They don't set aside time for their family. They don't set aside time for friends. They don't set aside time for planning finances. And all these can cause challenges, and it can create issues. So setting the correct personal development goals and achieving them is the cornerstone to business and leadership success. Now, if we do not set goals in all these areas, spirit, soul, and body, on a daily basis or at least a yearly basis and track them regularly, there is no way we can become an effective leader and ensure that our businesses are the roles that we play as leaders will ever succeed. Okay, it's not possible. These are the foundation basic things that we'll have to ensure that we achieve those things. Okay, so now it is time for your contribution. So before you start contributing your thoughts, your ideas, please tell your name, your company name, your location, and category in 15 seconds. Just introduce yourself because this is also networking. We get to know of each other and we can connect each other. We can do business together. So please introduce yourself briefly and then share your point. Anyone would like to unmute and share anything that you would like to share? Yeah, hi.
Hello,
Please
hi
go ahead.
everybody. It's nice to meet you everybody. Good evening.
Good
So I
evening.
am Neha Jakhar, and so company-wise, you honestly like I am a recent graduate from BITS Pilani Dubai campus, and right now I'm located at BITS, and so I'm
Okay.
working at the corporate industry, but sideways I'm working on my startup as well. I've been
Mhm.
working on my current startup since around 7 months now.
Amazing.
And so we are called as Tasi. We are a digital marketing platform. We're working on building our mobile application, and we will be launching our application by this year end. So
Very good.
sideways, I am working on like a few other things as well. So I am actively there in quite a few industries where I help businesses to set up their companies, and I'm an advisor for businesses or for student startups as well. Because I have been in startup community like since past 3 years, and I have tried like 3, 4 different startups, and I'm actively working in the industry. And I believe, yeah. And so regarding this, definitely like all the points you have said, Thomas, here, I agree definitely. All of these aspects are very important. If like I'll just go point by point, like spiritually, you were saying it's very important because spirituality does bring positivity. So
Yeah.
if you have a positive outlook, definitely it makes you grow in the process. And if it is spiritually, like if you spirituality it's bringing you a feeling of contentness also through your work. Like that is something which happens with me, that I feel content when I do something, when I talk to somebody new. I feel like it was a good day. I feel content and in within my own spirit, honestly. And like, coming to the soul aspects, also learning something every day, even talking to somebody and sharing and getting to know new experience and is very essential. Because like if you are not growing, then what's the purpose of your life? If you did not learn anything, then if you are the past you, then there's no point of the present, honestly, because you have to become
Absolutely.
a better version of you every day or every
Correct.
second, to be honest.
Correct.
So I do definitely agree with all aspects, and health is also very important. If you are not healthy, how are you going to work?
Absolutely.
And so yeah, and family, friends, everybody is an essential. Successful only when we are successful in all aspects of life, be it career, be it your family. So definitely, like I agree to all of your points, and I have no counters there. So yeah,
Amazing.
that's all from my end.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Neha. Bits Pilani Dubai website was developed by us. We were the sub vendor for it. So it was done,
Okay,
I believe, some three
amazing.
years back or something. Yeah. So that's one common
Okay,
connector.
okay.
And if you're not part of the WhatsApp group where you can also share about what you're doing, I've shared the link in the chat. So click on it.
Right.
Whoever is not part of that, please join that WhatsApp group.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you
It's
very much.
nice meeting you, Thomas. I just saw,
Thank you.
the poster somewhere, and I was like, I'll connect. So it's nice meeting everybody. Hi, Suresh, to you as well, and
Hi.
hello to everybody here in the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much.
No
So,
worries at all. If
yeah,
anybody wants to connect with me, or like if they want to, if any kind of support from me, still I'm not like that old, or like I don't have that experience, but still I have enthusiasm, passion, and in whatever industry I can help, especially in Dubai ecosystem, because I have worked in like I have worked for a while as well. I've been working since 7, 8 months in the industry here also, and then I've been assessing the industry here, be it real estate or be it how normally organizations are working, be it any authorities or free zones or mainland. So I am kind of some way I'm associated with a few industries, or even if shipping industries and all. So anyway, I can help anybody, and I would love to connect with anybody. Like, so you can
Excellent.
text me. You can find me on LinkedIn also, Neha Jackford. So yeah, thank you.
Excellent. So join the group and put all your details there. I think that was a big
Definitely,
list, so it will be
definitely,
difficult for us to
definitely, I'll
remember
do
that.
that.
Thank you. Thank you very
Definitely,
much.
I'll do that.
Thank you. Over
Hello
to
guys.
Suresh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Suresh Balachandar. I am Chief Coach in SB Coaching Services Private Limited. So, completely agree with whatever Thomas has been saying, and he has completely nailed it. So, I used to say to my coaches for entrepreneurs and business owners that energy is the currency of entrepreneurship. If you don't have energy, then forget about being an entrepreneur. Why the spiritual aspect, the spirit and the soul is being not being taken care of? Because there is no energy in the body. For example, I used to ask my coaches, business owners, do you read books? They don't have energy to read books. It takes enormous amount of energy to consume knowledge from books. It's not an easy task. Why they are not able to do it? Just because they don't have energy in the body. And there are two types of energy drainers. One, physically, you are overwhelmed, you are overworking. Second, if you are not processing information properly, any kind of bad news or unexpected, undesired news will definitely break your energy. So that is where the spirit comes. So for me, even though I take Buddha as my knowledgeable guy, so I believe Buddha is one of the wisest guy who has worked on the earth. So I have Buddha. But I believe Lord Muruga. So whatever happens to me, whenever I hear an undesired news, I leave it to him. So that is the spirit part that is helping me to manage my energy physically so that I can keep continuing whatever I can do. So in entrepreneurship, things are simple but not easy. The differentiation between simple and easy is easy is easy to understand, easy to do. Simple is easy to understand but tough to do. So that when you are understanding something easily and when you are trying to do, that is where this energy part comes in. So most business owners, when they are not able to do things consistently, that is because there's a lack of energy. Lack of energy constitutes a lack of consistency, nothing else. And there is also good to have goals. That's good to have personal development goals. And I often found this misalignment between the goals and the daily activities. So people definitely have goals, but is your daily activities are aligned with the goals that you have fixed? So if you are actually having a spiritual goal, how many times you are going to a temple in a week, or participating in a group prayer? But if you have a soulful goal, how many books have you read? How many sessions have you attended in a course? Or do you have a mentor? How many hours have you sat with mentor and discussed about your problems? See, mentors are that discuss your problems. You cannot expect your mentor to praise you. I get this. This is the biggest problem with mentees. Mentees expect this encouragement and appreciation from mentors. Mentors are not for that. You go with the problem, you go with the solution, you get a validation, and you go on to work with that. So you have to have this daily goal, daily activities aligned with the goal. So once it is done, this consistently done, you are going to achieve your personal development goals. But again, the key thing is to maintain energy, consume, conserve, and create energy to consistently do the daily activities aligned with it. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. I think we have our next topic from Mr. Suresh, that is energy as a currency for entrepreneur success. So I think that topic is something you can help us with in October. So we'll all be interested. So please plan that and let me know the date. I'll book you for that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Shall I go
Dinesh.
next, Thomas?
Yes, please. Yeah. Please
Hi,
tell your
Thomas.
name, company,
Yeah.
location, category in 15 seconds and
Sure.
then contribute. Yeah.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity over here. I'm Dinesh. I run a company called Read Automation. I'm into robotics and automation solutions, mostly for manufacturing industries. I'm located in Chennai, so we provide low-cost automation for many industries. We also have like IT, AI-based solutions as well. So I would like to contribute for the today's topic from something from my personal experience. How I groomed myself with personal development goals is when I start contributing, like when I start serving the community. So mostly I'm involved in a social service activity where I mentor young students, like mostly college students, guiding them. So most of them were not clear about their goals. So when I start guiding them or teaching them or showing them or like correcting them with the mistakes, whatever I didn't know when I was in my college, like when I start contributing to them or supporting them, mentoring them, it indirectly helps me to set my personal development actually. Like it helped me to groom myself, because when I set myself as a leader for them or a role model to them, it helped me to mold my activities, what I do in my day-to-day life. That's one of the areas which I would suggest actually.
Thank you. Thank you, Dinesh. Yeah, one of the reasons why I feel motivated to conduct these sessions is because, to be honest, I learn the most than anybody else. Because one is to do this, I have to do some preparation. And then when I talk, it actually reinforces my own thoughts and I get valuable insights, connects. So it actually helps me the most than anybody else. Yeah, Dinesh, what you said is absolutely right. Thank you. Anyone else would like to share anything? Or you can even ask questions if you have any question either with that topic, I mean the topic that we spoke today, or any other thing you'd like to just ask, you can. Any questions you'd like to ask, anybody can answer that. Okay, so let's go forward. So please invite your friends for the upcoming meetings. And if you would like to share, please let me know. Like Mr. Suresh will be sharing in October. If anybody else is interested in any topic, we had Dr. Devi sharing a couple of weeks back with respect to emotional intelligence. So anything, any of you are interested, you feel you can add value, please let me know. You can take up these slots. And we have other support systems also. So for example, Neha, we have something called Entrepreneur Mind Blueprint, which is like a 7-week sessions that we conduct 30 minutes every week, where we speak about how a startup should, focus on building their business, a few aspects on that. So that's it. So if you're interested, please let me know. These are books that I recommend. If you're starting a business and would like to um, really understand from those who have started from a very small company and have grown with a lot of even spiritual aspects also involved in it. So these are 3 books that I would strongly recommend. And these are books, of course, very popular, classic books. If you want to peek into how large organizations perform and companies that have been there for more than 10, decades or so, these are books that I would recommend. And in the group during the week, please share about your business. Please ask questions. Or even put your LinkedIn posts if you would like to put it there. It will be interesting for all of us to read it, to connect. So please do all that. Thank you all very much for attending. I hope it was a good session. And looking forward to upcoming sessions and session of Mr. Suresh. And anyone else would like to share, please let me know. Thank you. Thank you all very much for attending. Thank you. Good night and have a great week ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thomas.
Thomas.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.